What pseudo-fact do you wish people would stop using? Natural equals safe. Looking at U vitamin supplements. Fun fact: pseudo-facts were originally called factoids because they're not facts but resemble facts and therefore factoid. Factoid is now used to describe trivial facts. Cracking your knuckles causes arthritis. Einstein failed math. No, he mastered calculus by the time he was in middle school. That we eat 8 spiders a year. The Great Wall of China can be seen from space. Parents used to tell me that it's illegal to drive with the inside lights on in the car. Can't believe I believed that shit until I was like 17. Big feet equals big penis. I've disappointed so many. They smile when I take off my shoes and sigh when I take off my pants. The whole frogs will slowly boil without noticing thing. We only use 10% of our brain. Marilyn Monroe would have been a US size 12 had she been alive today. Vanity sizing has taken over the fashion industry. She would have been a US size 4 or 6 today. That hair and fingernails keep growing for a couple of weeks after you die. No, they don't. Your skin starts receding, creating the illusion of hair, nail growth. Almost anything food, nutrition related. Our modern relationship with dieting is just insane. Breakfast is the most important meal of the day. Even if it's tiny cookies in milk, apparently. Everybody was not kung fu fighting. That we only use % of our brain. The only people this applies to are ones who say it. Rocky Raccoon is about a human man and not a giant anthropomorphic raccoon. The hokey pokey is not really what it's all about, that's propaganda. Bumblebees shouldn't be able to fly. Toilet water swirls counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere. That Napoleon was a short man for his time. He was a little over the average of his time. That people, in the past, only had a life expectancy of approximately 25 years. The average was so low because a high rate of infant deaths. Once you made it through childhood, there was a good chance to reach your 70s. Mammals didn't appear after the extinction event that wiped out the dinosaurs. Mammals lived side by side with dinosaurs for 1 million years before that, but as small rodents. The extinction event made it possible for mammals to take over ecological niches that had previously been occupied. Blood isn't fucking blue. I am blue in the face telling people this. It's ridiculous. Arguably the single most widely spread scientific pseudo-fact other than iodine being impossible to boil. That hair grows back thicker after you shave it. I don't know how or why. But so many believe this to be true. That the U.S. interstate system was designed to have 1 mile of straight highway road for every 5 miles of road for emergency landings of airplanes. It's not in the initial proposal at all. And it's wildly impractical beyond that. CGP Grey I think has a great spiel about debunking this. It's just not true. It never was. Anything regarding any kind of detox to clean out toxins from our bodies. It's an awful iteration of diet culture. The whole alpha wolf thing. Alphas are just the parents. Lots of food myths such as the food pyramid or the importance of drinking milk. No. Your bones will not fall apart if you don't drink milk, nor do you need to eat tons of grains every day to stay healthy. That Texas is the only state that was once its own country. Texan sports announcers love to quote this nonsense. 10 sovereign states have joined the U.S. over the years. Texas wasn't even the one that existed on its own for the longest. Public government subsidies for professional athletic stadiums is a boon for local economies. Just spend 5 minutes on the Internet researching the academic consensus about stadium subsidies. Stadium subsidies are some of the most egregious examples of wealthy sports team owners extracting rents from society's least affluent. Einstein failed math, science in high school. I wish people would stop referring to Myers-Briggs as actual science. You can't be crazy and know you're crazy. Thanks. Catch-22. Shaving body hair makes it grow back thicker and darker. That half the marriages end in divorce. This is taking into account those on marriage number 2, 3, 4, 5, etc. First marriages have a much higher success rate. And every year after the 5th of October 20 etc. the rate of success grows exponentially greater. That OCD is perfectionism. It is not. This misconception impacts people with OCD. People think it's not so bad. But it is. People die because of OCD. People commit suicide over it. It is not a silly little thing, it is very serious in a lot of cases. I have cleanliness OCD and my skin is broken, rough, and unbearable to touch. You do have OCD with perfectionism. OCPD. OCPD is not just perfectionism but is different from OCD. It has several other symptoms. Please stop using OCD as perfectionism. You are actively harming people by spreading this. I will admit I did this too, only because I thought OCD meant perfectionism. Now that I have it, I don't. It is just horrible to have. Edit. Additions.